Okay, log division. Briefly, I'm just going to do the long division that's involved with this one. I'm not going to teach you long division here. You learn it by examples, and again, my examples won't be any better than the numerous examples you have available to you. So x plus 9 divides into x squared plus 2x minus 8, and it gives you this. Now let's think about what it means for this division to give you this. If you divide 10 by 2, you get 5, and you know the answer is 5 because 2 times 5 equals 10. So, 10 over 2 because in the first place you count on your fingers, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. It's not a bad thing to know. You lay down 10 things, you pair them up, you're going to have 5 groups. That's what division means. It also means that division being an inverse operation of multiplication, that this is true because 2 times 5 equals 10. So I'm saying that x squared plus 2x minus 8 divided by x plus 9 equals x minus 7 plus 55 over x plus 9. Because x plus 9 multiplied by x minus 7 plus 55 over x plus 9 equals, and let's go ahead and do it. We could group this. That could be, just by the distributive law, if I want to group this and treat this as a group, it's x plus 9 times x minus 7 plus x plus 9 times 55 divided by x plus 9. Now we know we can rearrange 55 over x plus 9, so we've got x plus 9 times 55 in the numerator over x plus 9, and we can separate that out to x plus 9 over x plus 9 times 55, which is just 1 times 55, so this is 55. And multiplying through these two binomials using the distributive law, we get x squared plus 2x minus 63. Well, minus 63 plus 55 is negative 8. So this proves that I was right. Now let's go through the process of long division. You want to understand that what we get here multiplied by this has to equal this. And I'm going to explain this, not the way you're going to see it explained on Khan Academy or through Luminome. I'm going to explain it kind of as it is. Okay? If I'm going to get something up here that multiplies this to give me this, then this has to have an x, because that's the only way I'm going to get an x squared when I multiply this back. Of course, if I multiply this by x, I get x squared plus 9x. I don't get x squared plus 2x. Okay? Means I've got too many x's here. I've got 9 too many x's. I've got 7 too many x's. So I've got to lose 7 of them. So I'm going to write negative 7x. Now, the algorithm here, you subtract this from this. Subtract x squared from x squared, you get 0. Subtract 9x from 2x, you get negative 7x. Okay? And that should mimic the division algorithm that you learned in 5th grade or whenever and completely forgot. Okay? And the division algorithm is not really necessarily a good model because people don't really know it anymore. Not saying that's necessarily bad, but it'd be easier to understand this at least to know what the process is, if you did. However, assuming that people don't know it, I can explain what's going on. Okay? You don't necessarily have to understand this explanation. Go ahead and learn it by rote. It's okay. If you really want to understand, it's not that hard. Okay? So again, I know I need x because to multiply something by x plus 9 and get x squared, I got to have an x. But I got to multiply it by the whole x plus 9. It's going to give me 9x. That's too many, so I got to lose 7x. Okay? So then I say, okay, well, I'll have a negative 7 here then. Okay? Now that's going to give me a negative 7x minus 63. Negative 7x minus 63. So when I subtract this from this, I've taken care of my x's. I know I've got to have an x minus 7. I've got a minus 63 here, and what you're taught to do is bring down that negative 8, so I'll do that. And you subtract the negative 63 from the negative 8, and you get 55. Okay? Now that's your remainder, but you put your remainder over your divisor. And it works. Now I haven't given an explanation at every step, but hopefully you get the idea. So when you learn the algorithm, which you're going to have to do, like in a couple of days, you'll be able to do it. Now there are plenty of tricks. What if some of your powers are missing? What if you got bigger powers? But the process is pretty much what I said here. And the biggest thing you've got to be careful of is whatever goes here has to be subtracted from what you have here. So for example, if you got negative 63, you've got to subtract negative 63 from that negative 8, which is the same as adding 63, which is where the 55 comes from.